What's good, guys? It's Cashout Alex. I'm about to record a banger video. It's hella late. I've been up all night, and we're just gonna drop hella sauce, hella value. What's good, guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm gonna be basically explaining in this entire video like my journey and path to success and how you could get there and kind of everything I've learned up until this point. I've honestly been on this like grind. I tell people like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because that's like when I like actually made my first like dollar. But realistically, it started about 6 years ago when I was like 14, 15. And so I've learned so much up until that point. Like I've sacrificed so much. I've sacrificed friends. Like I honestly feel like at times I really sacrificed my childhood for it. And there's not one little part of me that would change anything about my journey. Even though I don't feel like I'm really at success right now, I just really feel like I'm starting to break out of that barrier. It's still incredibly important that you gain knowledge from people similar to me and honestly even better than me, because there's just so much that you can learn. Like YouTube is such an amazing online platform that you can literally just watch wealthy people's thoughts. Like it's insane. And so I kind of want to be documenting my journey a little bit and kind of explaining where I'm at in life and how you can get here and also probably like surpass me, you know? Because that's ultimately what I want to do. Like what's the point of even documenting anything if there's no one that watches it and actually does better than you? Like that's the whole point. And so yeah, I feel like, and most people that are successful, they have like, it's weird to explain, but they have like this gut feeling in them, you know? And the gut feeling doesn't mean you're going to be successful, because most people have the gut feeling. Like most people feel like they can be successful, but most people don't actually act upon it. And you always hear, oh, act. Yeah, that's true. But there's so much more personally that I feel is also in addition. So let me just run you through everything, like kind of where my mindset's been these last like 3 years, how it's changed so dramatically, and why I'm continuing to do better and better and better. And the best part about this is this can honestly go for almost any business model. And I'm being completely honest, if you're not thinking about doing some type of business or sales or marketing or something like that, you're going to get cooked, because we're about to be in 2025. AI is getting increasingly more smart. And if you work like a regular job, there's a really big chance that you can get replaced. For example, NVIDIA, you guys probably know about them. Like they're huge on the stock market, but they actually have an AI nurse assistant. Like that's gonna literally destroy the whole economy of like nurses. Think about it. You could pay somebody half. They're infinitely knowledgeable and they could be right at your fingertips, right at your home. Like that whole entire sector is probably going to get wiped out by AI. So realistically, you want to be in a business model where you are not replaceable. I mean, that's the whole point. Like, I don't know about you, but I worked many jobs. I worked at Champs when I was 16. I did super well. $2,000 my first day on the floor. They hired me immediately as a 16-year-old just because I had some sales skills. I worked at Target for like a year and a half. And the thing that really bothered me about the jobs, and what probably bothers most people about jobs, is just there's something in me that I just can't deal with another human being telling me what to do. I struggled in school. I got expelled out of school. I was always in detention. Even though my grades were decent because I cheated, honestly, like I was still always getting in trouble, just yapping all the time. Like I couldn't stay focused. Like I'm pretty sure I have really bad ADHD, but don't let those things like control you. Those things are actually like hidden superpowers. Like ADHD is actually like a superpower if you actually learn how to control it. If you can't control it, it's like the worst thing in the world. You can't focus, you can't do anything. But the great thing about ADHD is when you're working for yourself and you're able to execute things like that, you're thinking of just so many ideas. And as you think of so many ideas, there's gonna be a few here and there that you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, wait, those are like hella good. I should really work on that. Then that's where you're gonna have to control it and really execute on those ideas. Execution is everything. Because thinking about your struggles and your problems and like things that you wanna do is like the worst thing in the world. The difference between a winner and a loser is literally just the winner is thinking about the exact same thing as you, except the second he thinks about it, he acts on it. With any business, any type of success, the scary thing is that there's a hidden number of L's that you're going to have to take in order to get a big W. And that scares a lot of people. But for people like me and people that have a crazy like gut feeling that they're gonna be successful, it's like low-key a fun challenge. Like why wouldn't you wanna push yourself to the biggest extent possible? And if you're letting the people around you dictate your feelings and things like that, and like your parents don't think it's a good idea, or your schoolmates are telling you that you shouldn't do it, or things like that, like think about where those people are. Even your parents. Where are your parents, right? Are they incredibly successful? Probably not. They might be decently like successful. They probably have a house, probably have 2 cars, things like that. But why would you take advice from people's lives that you can't see yourself living? You need to be taking advice from people doing better than you. It's the whole point of making this video. Because for my age, I 100% am doing way better, like way better. I even stopped comparing myself to the people that are not doing anything, and I'm just comparing myself to the people that are doing things. Because that's what you have to do, is if you you compare yourself to people that are not doing things and you're doing a little bit, you're gonna feel like you're on top of the world until you get around people who are actually doing stuff. You're gonna feel like you're all the way at the bottom of the totem pole. And that's exactly what it is. But everyone around you is going to constantly tell you to take the safest route. And why wouldn't they? You know, like if one of your friends is like going through something or a breakup, you're just gonna tell them to take the safest route. That's natural in terms of problem solving for other people. You don't want to be liable for a risk that you made them take. And so they're always going to impose the safest route on you. The thing about that is, if everyone is imposing their safest option on you, you're going to assume that that's what you should do because everyone around you is saying that, but that's not the case. You need to be doing the things that you feel in your gut are right. But something that I really learned that I could honestly say changed my life is being alone. So when I was 17, I was with this girl and we low-key were like, it was like long-term, like it was probably like a year, 2 years, right? This was my first like love, you know? And after we broke up, like I was super alone, right? And I'm a people person. I love being around people. Like I love being around my friends. I love being around my family. I love going out doing fun things, having laughs, sharing memories together. That's honestly the whole reason. Like I'm trying to do this rich thing so that I could constantly be doing that with the people I love. But when that happened, I felt really alone because it was my first breakup. And I could honestly say that lonesomeness pivoted like a decent amount for me. There's so many things that contributed, but the one aspect of me being alone was really big because I was alone for so long. I fell in love with being alone. Like I started cherishing that alone time. And now that I'm making money, I really cherish my alone time because just so many things are happening at once. Like, you know, you're taking a flight here, we're linking up with this person, we're going to this penthouse, we're going to this club or whatever, we're driving these cars fast, like whatever it is, it doesn't matter. It's just so much is happening at this point in my life. Like me actually just sitting down and being alone and doing nothing is such a beautiful gift for me. And when I was alone during that, I was alone for an extended period of time, willingly, like I would push people away, I began to fall in love with it. And that lonesomeness is what sparked my curiosity for success because I actually had time to think, to sit and think in my thoughts and realize what I actually want from my life. The thing is, most people are they're on autopilot all the time. And so if you're constantly on autopilot, you're gonna be driving and you're not even gonna be realizing what's passing you because you don't have to be conscious for autopilot, right? And it's the easy route. That's why people pick college, because it's the easy route, because it's paved out for you. It's the safe route. The road's already paved, but when the road's paved, you don't realize that you gotta pay a tax on that, whether you like it or not, because you're driving on that road. You might have to pay a toll or a tax or whatever it is. Like, so you going to college, right? I'm not saying you can't be successful from college, but that road is paved. You think there's not a price to that? There's a hefty price to that. And it's your time for 4 years during your prime thinking, your prime networking, prime everything. Your brain is at like peak functionality. It's working extra overtime, and you go and get a $100,000 loan. They let you slide like that. That's the road that's paved to walk on that road. And it's a pretty long road down. Like think about if you actually took 4 years to lock in on a skill and go like insanely hard. Like, okay, college, how many hours are you spending collectively with homework and classes? Probably like 7, 8 hours a day, honestly. Imagine you did 8 hours a day on a business, on any business, and you just locked in and you cut out all distractions and you fell in love with being alone. Because like look around, dude. Actually look around yourself. Look around your friends, your family, everybody that's around you. Are you living your dream life? You're probably not. Because I know I'm still not living my dream life. And I'm still constantly looking around and being like, yeah, I could do better. I could definitely do better. And so if you're not constantly thinking like that, then you're on autopilot, bro. You're on autopilot. Sorry to tell you, you're on autopilot. And you're going down a road that is completely paved for you and you don't realize it, but there's a bunch of tolls and there's a bunch of fees and you're going to have to spend a lot of time, a lot of money, things that you could have been spending in other ways. And don't get me wrong, the roads lead to the same route of success, but the levels of success are very different on both of the roads. 4 years of you locking in on a skill and going hard for your own self versus 4 years of going hard for somebody else's dream. Okay, maybe this one's easier because it's paved for you, which is the whole point. They pave it out for you. But what about this one? How much is this going to reward you? How much time freedom are you going to have when it's all said and done and you can retire at 30 years old? How much location freedom are you going to be able to? You're going to be able to fly wherever you want and actually be able to spend time with family and take care of your husband or your wife or whatever it is, or the people around you, the people that you love. Maybe that cousin is struggling. Whatever you have. I don't know. Everyone's problems are different, but I just know that this path that I'm on and that most people want to be on and are probably looking for solutions towards that path, I just know that this road is like really freaking worth it, dude. Like there's not a doubt in my mind. There are some days where like I don't want to do it or I want to quit, but there's never a doubt in my mind to where I'm thinking like, I mean, I'm doing it, but like, is it really gonna work out? Like, am I gonna be able to keep it up for these next few years? Like, dude, you're not cut out for it. As simple as that. Stop trying to trick yourself into thinking that you're cut out for it, because you're on autopilot, gang. There's no other way to put it. You're comfortable with where you're at. Mommy and dad feed you. You get everything handed to you. Your friends praise you for doing degenerate stuff. Like, dude, what are you doing? Honestly. And so, yeah, the lonesome aspect I feel like really helped me out. And honestly, this is something I still like low-key struggle with. But time management is so incredibly important. You couldn't imagine how important it is. If you don't know where you're spending your time, you're so cooked. You're so cooked. Actually, like, look at your phone, right? Check your screen time. How much time are you spending on TikTok a day, bro? How much time are you spending scrolling, sending memes to your friends or car videos of an SVJ screaming? Like, you deserve that, bro. You don't. You don't deserve that, bro, because you're not there. If you deserved it, you'd be there. So something has to change. And so what I was doing is I was going through just my days. I would map out my entire days. I would see how long I'm spending on each thing. And when it really came down to it, I would zoom out and I would look at the amount of time that I'd be working, and it'd be so minimal. And I'd be like, I feel like I worked for like 6 hours. How did I only work for 45 minutes? Because you're constantly picking up that phone, because you're constantly taking FaceTime calls. You can't say no to the people around you. That's your problem, bro. You have to be able to say no. You have to know how valuable your time is. And you might not know, because you might be working a job that is not valuing your time correctly. It's really easy to get caught up in this other BS about the world, because like the world is trying to suck you into its hole slowly, pulling you by a rope into a deep hole of debt and divorce and doing broke things and being a slave to food and money and rent. Like, does that really sound like it's worth it, bro? They're selling you this fake American dream. It's fake. Oh yeah, what? Go to college, take out $150,000 of debt, graduate, struggle for an entry-level job, make $60K a year, which is chips. $60K a year, bro, you can't even do anything with that. You can't even live in a box in New York for $60K a year, let alone anywhere else comfortably. And then you're working up, you get benefits. Oh, but when you're 65, we'll give you $1 million. Bro, $1 million is not gonna be worth jack diddly squat in 55 years, bro. You need $1 million now, this year, 2025. You need $1 million. Stop thinking that 10K a month is gonna change your life. It's not, bro. I'm telling you it's not, because I was there. I was making 10K a month for a year, 2 years in my mom's basement. It didn't change my life at all. I was just stacking up my chips, but I was still spending a bunch of money. I felt like, oh, I'm doing my thing, because I was around people that weren't making that. And they were telling me, oh my gosh, I was getting too much praise for doing a little decent. It wasn't even impressive. 10K a month? Again, you can't do anything with 10K a month. Throw that dream out. It's not 10K, bro. You need 30 just to be like, you can't even be comfortable at 30. 30K a month is just enough for you to buy a few dinners, drive a decent car, have a decent house. You're still like low-key a slave. You're still gonna have to keep grinding, but you won't be on the brink of poverty. So you'll be like, all right, like there's no weight on my shoulder, but I still gotta get up and do what I gotta do. But yeah, that dream, that American dream is like, hey, I don't wanna work till I'm 75. I don't wanna not be able to see my kids for 8 hours a day. And then I come home and I'm tired and I'm sluggish and I have to deal with BS at work all day, files, papers, talking to people I hate. I come home, my kid's gonna sleep in 30 minutes. The food my wife made is cold. I don't wanna do that. I wanna do what I want, when I want to, where I want to, with who I want to. I don't want somebody to be breathing down my back, yo, you gotta come to work tomorrow. Can't be late like you were yesterday. Shut up, dude. I can't. I'm just getting like PTSD just thinking about that. And I was just a little 17-year-old boy working at Target. Like, I couldn't do that. And I had that same little sticker that says Alex from Target. And I remember people would clown me, bro, because that meme. And I'm not mad about that. Like, that's funny. Like, I'll laugh at it now. But I use that as motivation. I hang it up right by my desk. Alex from Target. Just to remember, like, you were there, bro. You had to actually get a job because you needed funds just to like eat, like just to go out with your friends and go karting and stuff. Like, go-karting's like $60, bro. You're telling me I couldn't afford that? Like, whatever. I'm just trying to get through to you guys, because I can't force you to do anything. I can't. This video, I hope to God it does, but most likely you're just gonna watch this video and you're gonna feel motivated for 2 days, and then you're gonna forget, and then you're right back on autopilot, right back on that road that they're taxing you and tolling you, and right back on it. You don't understand that you have to be alone for months, years. Like, if you think that that's a lot for your dream life, I'm telling you, it's not for you. It's not for you. If stupid little kids like me and my friends can do it, like, how do you think that you can't do it? Driving, like, we're going out to eat and driving, and these people are looking at us like we're crazy, like we're drug dealers, like we're scammers, because they can't actually fathom that a stupid little child figured it out. We are living in the best time ever. You understand that, right? We are living in the internet boomed. And we, the kids, finally have leverage over the other people in the world. Think about like your grandpa. He got out of college. I don't know about you, but my grandpa came to the US with literally a $20 bill. $20 bill, like a book and a picture of his mom on a boat, like a 1 week boat trip. He did the whole route. He got through the paved system, which by the way, back then it was really, really different. College was not expensive. You didn't have to take out a loan. You didn't have to do things like that. You know how much he bought a house for? $2,000. You know how much that house is worth today? Like $850K. They had it handed to them, bro. And everybody that was smart back then bought up as many houses as they could, and they took over. And that's why real estate, yes, it's such an incredibly lucrative market right now, but the entry level is so extremely high because they all took over. You need to take over the internet. The internet is the most insane thing. You can essentially have a stadium of 1 million people right on a little magical rectangle box listening to you. And if that's possible, like what are the other things that are possible? Actually take some time and sit down and try and figure out like what's gonna work for you, what's the route you wanna go. And then once you pick it, stay on that route for a year. Don't let anybody distract you. Don't let any new opportunities try and come and distract you. Take over with this internet stuff, bro, because it's not gonna be around forever. I mean, it will be, but it'll get to a point where the people like me and the people like my friends or around me and kids, in 10 years, we'll figure this whole thing out. And the entry level will be so extremely high. And you won't have a chance. And you'll just be like, damn, like I remember when that happened. That was such a good idea. Like I was thinking about starting that. First of all, how many times does that even happen? Like that happens to me all the time. How many times do you think about an idea, somebody does it, and then they go crazy with it? So many times. Stop making excuses. Track how long you're spending your time, because your time is so freaking important, dude. I'm just trying to get through to you. I know you could do it. I know it's possible because I'm living proof. And my final message would honestly be really evaluate your life. Write down everything about your life. Do like an autobiography on yourself right now with the age that you're at. Write down all like your friends, right? How many can you even write down for real? Like real friends that you knew that if something was to come up, they had you in the split decision of an argument versus loyalty, that they would pick you and not somebody else. Write it down. How many can you write? Write down what you're driving if you're driving anything. Write down your relationship with your parents. Are you with your dream girl? Are you at your dream job? Write down everything, right? Everything about yourself, the good and the bad. And then erase your name and look at that piece of paper and really see if that's a life that you want to live. Because if it isn't, newsflash, not going to fall in your lap. It won't. It will never fall in your lap. You're not even worthy of it falling in your lap. Because if you were worthy of it falling in your lap, it would have already happened. Would it have not? You're probably not even 10% worthy, bro. It's not gonna happen. The only person that's gonna make it is you. You are the only person that's gonna make it happen. Stop with the excuses. Stop with the reckless spending and stupid stuff and caring about stupid things that won't even matter in 2 days, bro. I'm trying to save you guys. I honestly am. And I know this is really harsh. This is like a really harsh way of talking to somebody. And I have a lot of people in my life, like if I'm being honest and pretty transparent, like I have a lot of people in my life telling me that it's a problem. Because like I talk like this to other people around me. And if you're not on the same type of timing as me, then it really comes off like really rude. And so I figured I'd just post it and share it with you guys and just hope it hits the right people. I really hope that you watching this right now is the right audience, because this is how I wish somebody spoke to me. Because everybody's just sugarcoating it, bro. Everyone's just sugarcoating your whole life. Yeah, you're doing good. Good job at that soccer game. Good job. You did so good. No, you didn't. You didn't, bro. You didn't. You didn't do good. You didn't get into the D1 school. Not working out. Your grades are slipping. Your friend group is snaking you. Like, they don't even care about you. I wish somebody told me that, because that was my life. Like, if I had an older me just give me the straight up truth, oh my gosh, I would sacrifice everything just to hear a message like this. So yeah, but at the end of the day, I made this video because I do care about you. Like, I do care about the people that don't feel like they're at where they want in life. I care about the people who feel like they have potential. I want you to use your potential for the right things. Stay on your path, keep guiding your life, write down your goals, visualize everything, visualize the life that you really want to live. Keep track of where you're spending your time. Be okay with being alone, and it'll all fall into your lap, because you will finally be worthy of it falling into your lap. Be worthy, I guess. I love you. See you.